What's going on, y'all? Taylor here with y'all 106.7. I'm hanging out with founding member of Montgomery Gentry, singer, songwriter, country legend, Mr. Eddie Montgomery. How are we feeling today?
Oh, well, I'm so happy I got to sit on my hands and keep waving to everybody since I get to talk to you.
Hey, and we're matching. We got on the red boots. Love your outfit.
Oh, well, thank you, darling. Yeah, it's just part of it, man, that goes with me. That's who I am, and I love it. And, ready to get to rocking tonight's what I'm ready to do.
You got on your American flag. We got 4th of July weekend. We're going to be doing some grilling. What we got planned?
Well, we've been on the road quite a bit, and, to me, we'd rather be out here. Of course, we don't call nobody fans, we call them friends. We'd rather be out here partying with our friends, man. And, and I know they're a hell of a lot better cooks than we are, and I'm a better eater and drinker than probably about anybody, I guess.
Hey, somebody's got to do it all. So at y'all 106.7, we play mostly 80s, 90s, early 2000s, play a ton of Montgomery Gentry. Well, we're seeing like a resurgence of that sound. People are obsessed with it. Why do you think that is? Why is that era so nostalgic?
Man, it's, same way when we grew up in honky tonks. We played 6 nights a week, and, people would come in and, tell us our stories, and we'd either write a song about it or we'd meet somebody, that is writing. So, I reckon we kind of catered to that, and that's the way it was, and just living life and being there, and, when you're around other folks, whether they're going to school or whether they're going to work, and living day to day and stuff, then, it's, that's what I'll tell you, man. If everybody just listened to music, we wouldn't have any world wars or nothing else, I'm telling you, because it solves it all.
Amen to that. What would you say is the song that the crowd always sings the loudest back to you?
Now, what's that again?
What song is like a crowd favorite in your set list that the crowd always sings the loudest back to you?
I guess where we come up in the nightclubs, we always tried to cut songs, I guess, that people would recognize, and, your Hell Yeahs, something to be proud of, My Towns, because that's, they relate to it, and I mean, that's who we are. We just country boys, man, from Kentucky, and, that's the kind of songs that we wanted to write and the kind of songs we wanted to sing, because we're very proud of this great country. This is the greatest country in the world. We can say, be, and dream as big as we want to in this great country. We do not give it up enough for all of our great American heroes. And so, we wanted to sing songs, and it's about America and the people in America. And, we want everybody, man, to come over here and let's be American, because let me tell you, there ain't nothing no better, man, because we're going to have the 4th of July, and people's going to be cooking out, and they're going to be celebrating, they're going to be drinking, they're going to have their friends over, and that's how you meet new friends. And so, that's why I love it so much, man, and it's just great, and I don't know what else I'd be doing, man, if I couldn't be doing this and meeting all our friends, man, are out there, and most of them, man, they've had our backs, man, since we come out with Tattoos and Scars 25 years ago. Well, 26 this year.
Something to be proud of. You mentioned that's probably one of my favorite songs, and I think with a voice like that, you were meant to sing country music, so I think you're on the right path there. A question that we always love to ask at y'all, if you could look back and give your younger self advice, what would you tell yourself? Maybe 25 years ago, 30 years ago?
Somebody asked us one time that, of course, I never thought we'd ever become Opry members, man. That blew my mind right there. I mean, I remember my dad telling me, of course, I always make a joke about it. Mom was a drummer, Dad was a guitar player, bartenders were our babysitters. But, I remember my dad telling me, it was like, it don't matter how many awards or whatever you win or do, but if you don't become a member of the Opry, then you didn't get there. But I tell you, I remember also somebody asking us, man, and going like, well, what do you want to get out of this when it's all done? Well, I got to thinking about it basically, and it's, when you walk in a honky tonk, and I don't know if there is many jukeboxes out there anymore, but when you go up and you look on a jukebox, you see the Charlie Daniels, you see the Alabamas, you see the Waylon and Willies, you see the Leonard Skinners, you see the Bob Segers, and if our name can be in there somewhere between it, me and T can look at each other and go like, we done something. And so, and that's what it's all about right there, man, and it's about just meeting, because T-Roy's dad owned the bar. And so, we grew up and lived in them, and that's where we met everybody, because I tell you what, it don't take long, man, to know who's real and who ain't when they come in a bar. And because then you're going to hear their whole life story, and, you're going to get to become buddies and friends, and, over your whole lifetime, man. And it stays with you. It don't ever leave you. And it's, I think it's awesome,
What's your go-to drink if you are at a bar? Are we a whiskey or beer guy?
I've always been a whiskey guy. Of course, I got Kentucky, and of course, I'm sponsored by Southern Kentucky Distillers. So, of course, I got my moonshine boots on tonight. But love theirs. Their Turbies is unreal. You got to try it. I'm telling you, man, it's rocking. And so, I still like. I'm a shot guy, so I'm not a real big beer drinker. I've always liked that. I just like I like them shots. I'll put it that way. And for some reason they really like me too.
And last question: what are we most looking forward to coming up this year? What does the rest of the year look like for you?
We're working on a new album, and we're trying to write for that right now. Get started on it. And we're touring, man. We're road dogs, and that's what we love. Well, we love to do it. We live on the bus, man, and live out on the road and meet people every day, and just like you, and get to eat killer food and different kind of foods. You never know who you're going to meet. You never know what's going to happen, and that's why it's the greatest country in the world, man, because we can live any way we want to.
There you go. Amen to that. Eddie Montgomery, y'all.